Hey, I'm Vaughn Criswell, and you're watching the Wedded Bliss TV, the place to be for tips and musings on style, beauty, and all things wedding. I'm so excited because today we're answering your questions. Today's question comes from Jennifer. Jennifer says, Dear Vaughn, I'm getting married this fall and my budget is looking bleak. I haven't bought gifts for my bridesmaids yet. I want to give them something nice as they've already done a lot for me. What can I do that's meaningful and affordable? I love this question, Jennifer. Ballooning budgets are a monster most brides eventually meet. Even with the most thoughtful planning, saving some coin during this process is always nice. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that in the olden days, the function of bridesmaids was to keep the bride safe, to ward off the evil spirits on the wedding day? The bridesmaids would typically dress in a similar way to the bride and act as decoys to confuse the lurking spirits. Anyway, if that doesn't deserve a thank you, I don't know what does. So back to your question, Jennifer. What I love about your question is the meaningful and affordable part of that. So Jennifer, here's my A to your Q. Here's a couple of fabulous bridesmaids gifts. Let's get started with the essentials, shall we? First up, jewelry. Giving your bridesmaids the jewelry you want them to wear on your big day takes off a lot of pressure. And with all of the adorable adornment options available, it's easy to turn this wedding must-have into a gift that will be loved by your bestie, even after your big day. Number 2, shoes. Allowing your bridesmaids to wear shoes of their own choosing is an easy way to save. This trick is almost intuitive for those opting for floor-length dresses, but even if your girls plan to show a little leg, having them choose their own footwear improves the odds dramatically for this shoe to become part of her everyday wardrobe instead of just a one-day wear. In this case, not making them necessarily purchase one more item for your wedding is the gift. So packaging this demonstrated gift is pretty important. Try writing a note to each of your attendants, explaining your decision. Tell them your hope that it lightens their load, so to speak. Or you can send the message with a token gift, such as a gift certificate. Maybe a gift certificate for a pedicure. It's a good one. Planning on wearing a drop-dead gorgeous pair of heels on your wedding day? Do you ever wonder where the high heel shoe got its start? Pictures depicting the use of high-heeled shoes trace all the way back to the 9th century, where horse riders in the Near East used them for functionality because they helped hold the rider's foot in the stirrups. In fact, one style of heel, which appeared in Europe around 1600, shares features most evident today in the form of the cowboy boot. Can I get a big yeah for high heels? Number 3, give them gorgeous. Let's cut to the lip liner of the matter. I'm partial to this multitasking gift, but I can't help but notice an increased trend for brides to pay for the wedding party's hair and makeup in lieu of a physical gift. This stroke of genius not only takes the financial burden off your party, but it ensures that everybody looks great in the pictures. You have to think of this gift option like a morning brunch or a last-minute bachelorette party. Spending your wedding morning surrounded by all the women closest to your heart, listening to the music you like, drinking mimosas with your friends, and having yourself professionally beautified can be a really great bonding moment. That's what you're giving your bridesmaids in this case. It's an experience, and most of the time, it's super fun. Number 4, a public declaration of affection. Remember that whole meaningful gift part to your question? Let's get back to that. In my experience, bridezillas are mostly myth. Yes, the day is your day, as it's dubbed, but weddings also tend to magnify the other relationships in your life that have been the forefront up until this point. So you can take this physical gift expectation and use it as your time to express your love for them verbally. I was recently in a bride's room filled with bridesmaids and house parties, aunts, and so on, when the bride suddenly spoke up with a speech in hand. She took the opportunity to go around the entire room, addressing each girl individually, saying, I picked out a word for you. This word isn't necessarily your whole persona, but it's who you've been to me. It was so cool. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. It totally worked because it was personal, and it was obviously something that the bride had set aside time to do beforehand. It was very meaningful. It was touching for everyone, even the makeup artist. We all have an innate human need to feel special. I don't know if any of those bridesmaids will remember the fabric of their dresses or how challenging it was to travel to the destination wedding, but I'm betting you that they'll remember what characteristic described them best. Remember, the best things in life are free. So Jennifer, there you go. I hope these ideas have given you some inspiration on choosing your perfect gift for all those special girls in your life. Now, I would love to hear from you. Do you have other great ideas for bridesmaids gifts not covered in this episode? Was there a special bridesmaids gift that you received that you would like to share with us? As always, the best discussions happen after the episodes on theweddedbliss.com. So go there and leave me a comment. What are you waiting for? Did you like the video? If so, subscribe and share it with your friends. And if you want even more awesome resources on beauty, style, all things wedding, be sure to visit theweddedbliss.com. Plus, if you want to stay in the know and receive exciting promotions, be sure to sign up for our email updates. That's all for now. This is Vaughn Criswell. Peace and lipstick. Woo! For some reason, the word jewelry seems really strange. Kind of like the word drawer. You don't have to tell me how cool I look right now. Do you have other great ideas for bridesmaids gifts not covered in this episode? The teleprompter's a little slippery. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that tagline. Do I have to do that tagline? I'm barbecue-less. Joke with me later, post-barbecue. Are we done? What are we doing?